Hi, I'm your host, Nancy O'Neill, and welcome to Suncoast FYI. We have a great show for you today as we welcome Lorinda Hawkins Smith from the Urbanite Theater, Marjorie Broughton from Meals on Wheels of Sarasota, and David Hamill and Jen Palmer from SRQ Artists right here on Suncoast FYI. Vanguard stagecraft on the Suncoast, it would be impossible to leave out the Urbanite Theater. Committed to creating visceral shared experiences in their perfectly intimate theater space, just off Fruitville, the Urbanite Theater is a must-see for lovers of the stage. Here with me today is Lorinda Hawkins Smith, an actor at the Urbanite, to share with us some details about their currently running show, Skeptic and a Bruja. Okay, Lorinda, we have to know what the story is. What is Skeptic and Bruja about?
Well, A Skeptic and a Bruja is about my character Priscilla buying a bed and breakfast in the middle of nowhere for a steal. Okay. And as a result, you get what you pay for. So yes. She inherits some squatters, some supernatural squatters. Some ghosts, basically. Yeah, so she hires Sam and Jess from the hit ghost hunting YouTube show, A Skeptic and a Bruja, to help her get rid of her squatters, or help her with them, live with them. I don't know. Okay. I don't want to give away the end.
Okay, well, I was going to say, we'll have to come see the play to get that. Yes. Can we talk about your character, though, and how did you develop that?
Oh, definitely. Well, my character, Priscilla, I can relate to her a lot because...
You have ghosts following you?
I won't even speak on that. Okay. But it's in a book I wrote. But Priscilla, she's Black like me, and of a certain age like me, and as a result, she's used to not being believed a lot, and in some ways being invisible a lot. And what tends to happen is when you're not believed a lot, you tend to second guess yourself a lot.
Absolutely,
right.
Yes.
So my character Priscilla, I feel like she does that. She's smart, she's strong, and intuitive. And she's fixing this place up herself. So strong woman, strong Black woman.
Independent,
yes, definitely. But she has a feeling that something's not right, but she tends to talk herself out of it, I think.
And no one believes her?
I feel like people have told her, oh, it's the electrical work. That's the problem. It's an old house. You'll hear things like bumps in the night.
Right. Okay.
Just get over it.
So it's an interactive experience with the audience. So what do you want the audience to take away from the show?
Ooh, what do I want the audience to take away from the show? I feel like a good takeaway would be that it's important to heal our relationships. And what I mean by that is sometimes we don't get closure on relationships. So I feel like part of the healing is being able to maybe forgive yourself, forgive the other person,
sure,
and then release and just let it go instead of carrying around the bitterness or guilt or regret.
Don't hold on to the past.
No,
it's
life
the
is
past.
Too short. Yes, for a reason.
Yes.
It's a past for the,
Yes.
What you said, Nancy.
Well, thank you.
Easy for you to say.
Thank you. Yes, well, we all struggle with that in different ways, right? It's true.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, back to the show just a little bit.
Yes.
Is it scary? I mean, is it something of a certain age that can younger children come, or is it something more for an adult to experience?
Oh, well. You're talking to somebody who went to scary movies from a small age.
Okay.
My birthday is Halloween. So when you say, is it too scary for little kids?
Yes.
I may not be the person to ask, but I would say no. It is scary. You might jump. You might be on the edge of your seat. I mean, I jump and I'm in the show. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, you've gotten my interest. When does the show? When is it playing through? It's currently playing. Yes.
Correct.
Okay.
We have been extended through the 8th. So we have a show tonight, tomorrow, and all through to Sunday.
Sunday night as well?
Sunday matinee will be our last show.
Matinee. And what time is that?
2 o'clock.
Okay. And our viewers can go to your website to find out more information about
Definitely.
that. Okay. So, quickly, we
Yes.
understand you're also a writer and a solo performer. You want to tell
That
us
is
a little bit
correct.
about your latest work?
Yes, I am a domestic violence survivor. So my series, Justice or Just Me, is based on that journey. And when you talk about healing from relationships. So I do have a play and a book. The book is available on Amazon, and the play, each summer I'm coming out with a different part because it's a trilogy. So it's Justice or Just Me, The Bite, The Fight, The Flight. The Bite was last summer. This summer I'm putting out The Fight. And there will be a book signing event after the show June 12th when we're in St. Petersburg at the Free Fall Theater.
Okay, so from here you're going to St. Pete to perform
The rest of Skeptic and a Bruja.
All right.
Yes, from May 20th to June 19th.
All right, so if folks can't catch it here, they can see you in St. Pete.
Definitely.
Great. Thank you so much for being here. It was fascinating learning
you,
a little bit about you.
My pleasure.
Coming up, I sit down with Marjorie Broughton from Meals on Wheels of Sarasota, so please stay tuned. Since 1971, Meals on Wheels has served the Sarasota community by delivering nutritious meals to those who are unable to provide or prepare a meal for themselves in their home. Here with me today is Marjorie Broughton, the Executive Director of Meals on Wheels of Sarasota. What a wonderful thing it is you do.
Thank you. Thank you. I love being affiliated with Meals on Wheels. I'm so proud to lead the organization and to continue it for its second 50 years.
That's awesome. So I know many of our viewers know what it is, but there's some that don't. Would you please let everyone know what it is that you do and how they can get involved? We'll talk about that. But what is Meals on Wheels, Marjorie?
You know, most people think they understand what a Meals on Wheels is. It's kind of a ubiquitous term.
Mm-hmm.
It is a home-delivered meal program, but it is different in all of the 5,000 Meals on Wheels nationwide. It isn't just one program. So the Meals on Wheels in Sarasota not only feed seniors, but we feed those of any age group. Currently, our youngest client is 4 years old, and our oldest is 106.
Oh my gosh.
We serve about 800 meals per day, and about 400 of those are going to folks who are younger than 60. Meals on Wheels doesn't just feed the seniors, doesn't just feed the disabled. We also, in Sarasota, feed pregnant women who are in danger of giving birth to low birth rate babies who are not getting adequate nutrition, new mothers, veterans, those with mental health issues, as well as those who are disabled, unable to prepare a meal, and seniors.
Wow. I didn't realize that. So thank you. Yes, I'm amazed. How many people are you currently serving?
Well, it's about 800 per day. We serve meals 5 days a week. What I think is really interesting is when we look at our audience, about 80% of our meal recipients can afford to give us a donation of any amount for our meals. We ask for $6 per meal. So we know that those folks don't have the resources to have food. They don't have meals, they don't have food in general. So we prepare a heart-healthy meal every day that is nutritionally analyzed. It's 1,200 calories, which means that we are sending out meals that are enough for a single meal. There is something there that you can save for breakfast, something for a snack. The usual Meals on Wheels meal is about 500 calories. So we elected to go to 1,200 calories with sides that can be used during the day.
Okay. Now, I know you're a volunteer-driven organization.
That we are.
So what does that mean? Do you have volunteers preparing the food? I mean, where does it start?
Okay. We own our own facility on Lime Avenue with a large, beautiful kitchen. We have 3 paid employees who are cooks, and then we have 8 volunteers in the kitchen who are helping to serve and with the packing. Then we have 6 packers who are in a different room putting those meals collectively with all the sides into a plastic bag so it can be hung on the door, put in a cooler, or handed directly to their client. And then we take the meals outside because after the pandemic we could no longer have all of our driver volunteers coming in.
Sure.
So we use about 75 to 80 volunteers per day. The drivers are then going to take the meals directly to the home. We service an 800 square mile area.
Oh my
So we now
gosh.
go down to Albee Farm Road, up to University Boulevard, from the Gulf, all the way east to the Sarasota County line.
So these volunteers come up to Lyme, pick up the food, and then,
Right? 42 different routes every day.
oh my gosh.
We attempt to have the meals to people by 11:30 or 12. So they have a midday meal. A 800 or 900 calorie entree can easily be separated into another smaller meal.
Okay.
So it is a full day's meal.
Okay. How do you pay for all this? I'm just thinking the quantity, the volume of food that you create every day. Where do the resources come from?
We are not a federally funded Meals on Wheels. If we were, we would be limited to seniors. So we are an individual, independent charity, and so I fundraise a lot, every day, all day. We are supported by grants from the county, from the city. Our volunteers are donors. The community is very supportive, but we will need to raise about $2 million this year to offset the expenses, and that includes inflation that we're absorbing like everyone else.
Okay. Now, if someone listening out there is in need of your services, how do they get a hold of you, Marjorie?
They can call us directly at our office. They can go online. We frequently have folks coming through churches, or social workers, or doctors. I know that our phone number and our website will be appearing, so we are happy to take calls in the office. And I'd also like to say thank you to our supporters who during our March for Meals campaign in March and the Giving Challenge were so generous.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. Now, our viewers, how can they get involved? Can they, besides volunteering, donating money on your website, food? I mean, how can we help you?
We no longer have an active pantry, but we will take some food donations because we always have people in need. We can always use items like Ensure for folks, and it doesn't matter what age, but it's a good supplement.
Sure.
But they can apply to be a volunteer. We need help during fundraisers and the holiday seasons. They can go right online and register to be a volunteer or to get meals
Okay.
directly.
If they want to volunteer, what is the minimum commitment? Can they just do like 2 breakfasts a week, or lunches every day? I mean, what is the criteria quickly?
We work with the schedule of the
Okay.
individual,
All
so
right.
they can join us every day, one time a month, twice a year.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and thank you for helping so many people that are in need in our community.
Thank you for our time.
Up next on Suncoast FYI, David Hamill and Jen Palmer from SRQ Artists, so don't go anywhere. Sarasota is known for many things, but most notably being the vibrant and ever-growing art community that promotes cultural exposure and education on the Suncoast. With me now to discuss how SRQ artists contribute to that community is David Hamill, a sculptor with the SRQ Artist Studio, and joining him is Jen Palmer, the founder of SRQ Artist Studios. Welcome to you both.
Thanks
Jen,
so much.
nice to meet you. David, always a pleasure to see you. So this is a brand new venture from what we've just discussed. Started earlier this year. So please tell our viewers what SRQ or SRQ Sarasota Artist Studios is about.
Well, as you said, this is an area known for its arts and culture. We have amazing experiences here, like the Ringling and the Van Wetzel, and tourists are attracted to this area to come experience this art and culture. But also it attracts independent artists because they feel the vibe here and they think, wow, this is a great place to start an art business. And so a lot of people move here and they want to start their own art studios. The reality is they get here and they're not really sure what to do, and there's no real system to plug into to get started. I know this firsthand because my husband and I moved here about 10 years ago, and we just thought, my husband is an artist, Craig Palmer, and we thought, where are all the artists? We want to meet everybody, and it just took us a really long time.
It is. It's hard to put them all together.
Yes.
They're here, but where are they?
And where are they? So, I decided to take it into my own hands finally, and I said I'm going to do research and figure out exactly who resides here and is selling art. And so, do you believe I found 70 artists that have their own studios in the Sarasota County area?
Wow.
So I was like, there's a lot of people here, and I know that they all could all use some support. So I reached out to all of them, and I said, I'm starting this group. It's the Sarasota Studio Artists Association, SSAA, and I'd love for you to join. It's a free thing, and we will list on our website, which is srqartists.com, all of the profiles of the artists in the area, and so anyone can go there, find the artists, go to their website, and learn more about the art that they're creating. So now we have a website that has all the artist profiles and an interactive map, so you can click on the little areas and see which artists are in which location. Some of them are sharing studios, and you can kind of plan who you're going to go visit and kind of create your own route.
Okay. So David, how did you get involved? Obviously, Jen found you.
On Facebook, social media.
Yes.
I saw the SRQ ad and I was like, oh,
So
got right on
David's
there.
a great example of one of the artists doing three-dimensional art who has his own studio and wanted to join us. And so I know that his studio is one of the studios open when we do our second Saturday open studio walk. And so second Saturday of every month, a group of the artists all open their studios. They can be in North Sarasota, South Sarasota. A lot of them are downtown area. And everybody's open from 11 to 3. And so people can kind of go onto our website, figure out who they want to see. There's a flyer there that they can download so they can see every address. And then they can plan their route on a Saturday and go visit people like David down south and go visit people in the central area and get to talk to the artists and have that experience of engaging with them.
That's the fun of it. Now, David, how long have you been involved?
A couple months now. This will be my third one that I've participated in, and they're fun.
All right. Well, can you tell us a little bit about
I can.
this
This
great
is
piece you brought?
this will be one of the pieces you might see. This is called Starry Night Herons. It's based on Van Gogh's Starry Night theme, where there are two night herons, the yellow-crowned night heron and the black-crowned night heron in the mangroves. I have a lot of wildlife pottery like that. I also have sculptures of robots and people and faces and contemporary pottery and abstract sculptures. So we'll probably have a pottery demonstration that day.
That's great.
We're going to have
great.
two guest artists, Ringling alumni, Ed Walsh and Alan Falk.
Excellent.
He'll have his abstract sculptures in clay.
All right.
It's going to be a fun time.
So what can our viewers expect when they go? I mean, they'll see possibly demonstrations.
Yes, they can go talk to the
painters.
artist. It's kind of an informal educational opportunity where you get to ask the artist what's their inspiration, what were they thinking when they painted that or created that. And it kind of should provide some inspiration for the person participating, because we all have a creative side to us, and when we're able to express that creative side, we really feel more fulfilled in our life and feel more joy in our life. So by going and visiting and talking to artists like David, we kind of can spark that inspiration, and hopefully people will bring that home with them and want to do their own creations at home.
Well, you mentioned that your husband is an artist.
Yes.
But as you said, everybody has a creative nature. And thank you for your creative nature and for bringing them all together, because again, I have been here for so many years, and it was never a cohesive kind of
Yes.
group.
That
So
was the problem.
this is wonderful.
Yeah, so this is my creative outlet to bring the creatives together.
I love it. I love it. And David, always enjoy seeing you and your
Thank you.
artwork. So thank you both for being here.
And come by the studio. I'm 1 block west of the Legacy Trail on Clark Road. Look for the 10-foot tall robot. It's the only one on that street.
Okay.
Second Saturday,
Second
11 to
Saturday,
3.
May 14th.
Okay. And we can find it all on your website.
Yes, and download the flyer for the
Awesome.
the address.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much
Yep.
for having us.
Thank you. We hope you enjoyed the show today, and thank you for joining us on Suncoast FYI. If you would like to promote your nonprofit or community event, we would love to hear from you, and this is a complimentary service. Please call our producer, Adam Huntley, at 941-361-4645 or email fyi@snnTV.com. To view previous episodes, go to snntv.com and click on the What's On tab. I'm Nancy O'Neill, and we'll see you next week on Suncoast FYI.